Deep in the Nevada desert, inside a small cave called Devil's Hole, lives the rarest fish on Earth, the Devil's Hole pupfish. It survives in a pool no bigger than a living room, where the water stays over 90 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Only a few dozen exist at any time, trapped hundreds of miles from the nearest lake. Scientists still don't know how this species ended up here, but for thousands of years, it's been fighting to survive in one of the most isolated habitats on the planet. It's a fish that shouldn't exist. Discovered off the coast of Indonesia in 1998, the mimic octopus might be the cleverest imposter in the ocean. When threatened, it doesn't hide, it transforms. This single creature can copy the appearance and behavior of at least 15 other sea animals, from a venomous lionfish to a flatfish, even a sea snake. It stretches its arms, changes color, and moves its body to imitate each one perfectly, tricking predators into thinking it's something far more dangerous. Scientists think it decides which animal to copy based on what's hunting it. Hidden in tropical reefs from Florida to Indonesia lives a creature smaller than your finger, the pistol shrimp. It's been around for millions of years, armed with one of nature's strangest weapons. When it snaps its claw, the tip moves so fast it creates a shockwave, a bubble of vapor that collapses with a blast louder than a gunshot. For a split second, that collapsing bubble reaches 8,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than the surface of the sun, and the impact can stun or kill nearby fish instantly. This tiny hunter doesn't rely on speed or teeth. It uses pure physics to dominate the ocean floor. In 2025, scientists filmed the deepest living fish ever recorded, a snailfish swimming nearly 8,300 meters below the ocean's surface. That's deeper than Mount Everest is tall. It was captured by a deep-sea robot near Japan's Izu Ogasawara Trench, part of a joint research mission by the University of Western Australia and Tokyo University of Marine Science. The snailfish, translucent and ghostly white, was filmed gliding calmly through total darkness, a world of crushing pressure and near-freezing water. At that depth, the pressure is more than 800 times greater than at sea level. Scientists say this discovery pushes the known limit of fish survival, showing life can adapt even in the most extreme environments on Earth. It looked like a wolf, but it wasn't a wolf at all. This was the Tasmanian tiger, or thylacine, a marsupial predator, striped like a tiger, built like a dog, with a jaw that could open almost 80 degrees wide. Once roaming Australia and Tasmania, it mysteriously vanished. The last confirmed one died in 1936. Yet to this day, rumors of sightings still appear. In 1912, German paleontologist Ernst Stromer uncovered fossils in Egypt unlike anything seen before. Massive bones, ribs, and spines over a meter long. He named it Spinosaurus, a predator even larger than the T-Rex. Those priceless fossils were displayed in Munich's Paleontology Museum, carefully photographed and drawn by Stromer himself. But in April 1944, Allied bombing destroyed the museum, and with it, the only known Spinosaurus fossils on Earth. For decades, all that remained were Stromer sketches and black-and-white photos, until new discoveries in Morocco's Kem beds changed everything. Between 2008 and 2014, paleontologists unearthed fresh Spinosaurus bones, revealing paddle-like limbs and a long tail built for swimming. It wasn't just a land predator, it was the first known semi-aquatic dinosaur. During World War II, Polish soldiers in the Middle East adopted an orphaned Syrian brown bear and named him Wojtek. He grew up among the troops, drinking beer, wrestling with soldiers, and marching beside them as one of their own. When the unit moved to Italy, Wojtek was officially enlisted as a private in the Polish army so he could travel with them. At the Battle of Monte Cassino, he carried heavy crates of ammunition to the front lines, never dropping a single shell. For his service, Wojtek was promoted to corporal and became a symbol of courage and friendship that boosted every soldier's morale. After the war, he retired peacefully in a Scottish zoo, a real war hero with fur and claws. Over 10,000 years ago, during the last ice age, North America's rivers were home to a beaver the size of a black bear. Known as castoroids, this prehistoric giant could grow over 8 feet long and weigh more than 200 pounds. It had long, curved teeth, not for cutting trees like modern beavers, but likely for fighting or digging through vegetation. Unlike today's dam-building beavers, Castroids probably lived in natural lakes and swamps, using its huge tail and webbed feet to swim through Ice Age wetlands. Fossils of this giant have been found from Florida to Canada, and the best-preserved skulls show just how massive its jaws really were. Then, around 10,000 BC, as the Ice Age ended and wetlands dried, the giant beaver vanished, leaving only its smaller cousin behind. In Morocco, scientists have discovered a new dinosaur unlike anything seen before. Its name is Spicomellus. This strange creature lived about 168 million years ago. What makes it unique is its armor. The spikes weren't just on its skin. They were fused directly into its bones. A solid collar of spikes protected its neck and ribs. Some of those spikes were over a meter long. Recent fossils found in Bulmain, Morocco, revealed more of its skeleton than ever before. These bones are helping scientists understand how armored dinosaurs evolved. Spicomellus proves that even in the age of giants, defense could be just as deadly as teeth or claws. In 2009, deep inside Colombia's Sarajan coal mine, paleontologists uncovered vertebrae so massive they thought they belonged to a crocodile. But the bones told a different story. They belonged to a snake. Named Titanoboa sarajanensis, it lived 60 million years ago, after the dinosaurs had vanished. This monster stretched over 40 feet long and weighed more than a car, its body thick as an oil drum. Titanoboa ruled the tropical rainforests, stalking giant fish and prehistoric crocodiles in swamps hotter than any on Earth today. It didn't just slither, it swam, moving silently through the water like a living nightmare. Its discovery proved Earth's climate once burned far hotter, and that when dinosaurs fell, the snakes took their place. In 1971, deep in Mongolia's Gobi Desert, scientists uncovered something unbelievable. Two dinosaurs locked in a death match, frozen in time. A velociraptor and a protoceratops, predator and prey, both perfectly preserved mid-fight. The raptor's claw is buried near the other's throat, while the herbivore's beak crushes the predator's arm. They died together about 75 million years ago, likely buried alive by a sudden sandstorm or collapsing dune. This fossil, known as the fighting dinosaurs, is one of the rarest ever found, a snapshot of ancient combat, captured in stone. To this day, no one knows who struck the final blow, only that nature hit pause forever. In a quarry in Oxfordshire, scientists have uncovered what may be the longest dinosaur trackway ever found in Europe, a prehistoric highway stretching nearly 220 meters across ancient rock. The footprints date back 166 million years, to the Middle Jurassic period, when Britain was a warm, swampy landscape. Most of the tracks belong to a massive long-necked herbivore, the Cetiosaurus, one of the earliest sauropods to walk the Earth. Each footprint measures nearly 1 meter wide, pressed deep into what was once soft mud. Alongside these giant tracks, scientists also found three-toed prints from a meat-eating dinosaur, likely a megalosaurus, one of the first carnivorous dinosaurs ever named by science. More than 200 individual footprints have been identified so far, showing not just single travelers but whole herds moving across what was once a shallow coastal plain. The discovery, made by teams from Oxford University Museum of Natural History and the University of Birmingham, reveals a vivid snapshot of life in Jurassic Britain. In August 2024, Russian scientists studying the rapidly retreating glaciers of the Arctic made an extraordinary discovery. On Wojtek Island, deep within the Franz Josef Land archipelago, a glacier that had been frozen solid for centuries split apart for the first time in recorded history. What it revealed stunned researchers: a graveyard of ancient whales, their skeletons scattered across newly exposed tundra. Some bones were perfectly preserved near the glacier's edge, still locked in frozen soil. Others, closer to the sea, had already begun to erode, proof that the ice had hidden them for thousands of years. Experts believe the whales were trapped during a rapid environmental shift around 5,000 to 10,000 years ago, when land rose and the sea withdrew at the end of the last ice age. Now, As modern glaciers melt, they're uncovering lost oceans and revealing just how fast our planet's climate can change.